Hello. Today is Thursday, January 29, 2009. It's about 1:30 p.m. We're in the Pacific time zone, somewhere on the west coast of the United States. Today I would like to give some background to myself. I am a Westerner, which means that my part of the earth, that part of the earth which I consider my home, is in North America between the Rocky Mountains and the Pacific Ocean, and which provides a very provincial point of view. I am an arch-provincial, and my wife of 54 years is from Europe, from a large European city, a capital city in Europe, and we have this schism which separates us, that she is a cosmopolitan urbanite and I'm just a rustic hillbilly at heart. Don my glasses here. This is it's a AAA map. Credit where credit is due. This is the state of Idaho where I was born. My great-grandmother, who first inscribed our family Bible, which is this thing over here, 14 pounds of it. She first inscribed it in 1883. In the Nez Perce War, the Nez Perce plied a circuitous route through Oregon, Idaho, and Montana, evading the United States Army, but they were finally captured up here at Bears Paw, 40 miles from the Canadian border. But the Big Hole National Battlefield was one of the spots where the United States Army and the Nez Perce Indians fought a battle. And I went there, visited it one time a few years ago, in 2002. And I'd like to read to you some of the sentences from the Guide to the Trails at Big Hole National Battlefield by the National Park Service and the Big Hole National Battlefield. The Indians had camped there overnight in their exhausting trek from their homeland, seeking sanctuary in Canada. The Nez Perce camp included 89 teepees, arranged roughly north to south, with the greatest concentration of teepees near you here. Soldiers first crashed into the village in this area. In their initial charge, the soldiers under the command of Captain Sano stopped about 180 feet from the edge of the camp. The men fired 2 volleys into the camp before rushing among the teepees. One of the first teepees they encountered was a maternity lodge occupied by a woman, her newly born baby, and her midwife. Yellow Wolf later returned to the Big Hole Valley and recalled, "This teepee here was standing and silent. Inside we found the 2 women lying in their blankets dead. Both had been shot. The mother..." Shit. I'm not making this up. The mother had her newborn baby in her arms. His head had been smashed as by a gun breech or a boot heel. You know, no, I didn't make that up. Anyway. Colonel Gibbon, who was the officer in charge of that raid, regimental commander congratulates the regiment upon the result of the conflict here with the hostile Nez Perces on the 9th and 10th of June. 6 enlisted men received the Congressional Medal of Honor for their role in the Battle of the Big Hole. And the Army placed a monument in 1883 in honor of the fallen soldiers and volunteers. Colonel John Gibbon retired in 1891 as a brigadier general and died in 1896. Glory, hallelujah. You know. So, anyway, that's my background.